This is black and blue on normal and hard. This is one of the toughest quests, if not the toughest quest at level 10. What makes this quest so tough is there's a dragon we have to fight that does acid damage, and it's has like a dot effect. It stacks. So if you get multiple stacks on Reaper mode, it could certainly kill you. I'm not sure about normal and hard. We'll find that out. But on Reaper mode, it could definitely kill you.
The Chamber of
So
Arganessen
I'll have to think
assigned an
about whether I
agent
want to run
named
this one on
Erdnov
Elite or
to
Reaper
guard
mode.
several powerful artifacts in this area.
I'm inclined to try
But
it on Reaper
Erdnov
mode
hasn't reported in
and
for
then
some
just
time.
drop back to
You've been sent
Elite
to
if it
find
doesn't go
out what
well.
happened to him. To the east is a large portal with 3 dormant runes above it. An excited form behind the portal beckons you closer. Thick dust blankets this room. You spy an unlit rune in one of the corners. The rune starts to emit a pale glow. It matches one of the 3 runes on Erdnoth's portal. A dormant rune can be seen in the far corner of this room. The rune sparks to life when the lever is pulled. The rune flickers to life when it is activated. Erdnoth cries, "At last I am free!" I can sense that the path to the amphitheater has collapsed. Meet me near the cave-in. I will open it for you. The far end of this chamber seems to be sealed by a solid wall of stone. The ground rumbles and rocks shatter as Erdnoth clears the way. The crumbling stones of this ruined amphitheater are now the site of a dark ritual conducted by
So this is the
cultists
first dragon
and a
fight.
fearsome
It's
black
not as bad
dragon.
as the final fight. And of course we're only in a normal right now. If we get it down to half, this fight ends.
black dragon flies off, bellowing for help. Master, we were thwarted at the amphitheater. I'll secure the second artifact if you'll slow these damned intruders. Ergnoth shouts. Quickly! Into the passageway to the south. You'll find the second artifact at the end of several aqueducts.
And the Harling hasn't used any spell points at all, so I think we're okay to not shrine. Mine always looks like it's used quite a bit. That's mainly because buffs. Only does a couple heals, so Hireling can easily give me these spell points back with Divine Vitality, so I'm not too worried about that.
This huge aqueduct was constructed by the giants in another age. Small rock outcroppings poke above the flowing water.
I guess this one maybe doesn't turn electric. I think at some point I might.
An ancient blue dragon suddenly swoops over the aqueduct. A bolt of lightning from the creature strikes the water, instantly electrifying it.
And this can be challenging because you have all these archers that are just pinging you. It's a little easier for a range. This part is a little easier for a range character. So we're gonna. Our range DPS is not really good enough, so we're going to see if I can see where this trap is. Oh, there it is. I see it. Let me clear these first. I'm not gonna worry about the trap. Already passed it. And it's way worse on Reaper mode.
The door
we may thin the crowd a little
offering
bit.
refuge from Corcazzo,
Ranged weapon,
ancient
even though he's not our strength.
and the electrified. The cavern tunnel leads deeper into the giantish complex. A second aqueduct stands before you. Surrounding it are stone platforms in various states of repair, as well as some small stone outcroppings.
So we need them.
A dark and ominous shape can be seen in the distance. Light strikes the water, causing electricity to course through it. The ancient platform gives way, exposing water beneath it.
This is made easier by our good jump spell. We're able to take some pads that maybe other characters couldn't take because they don't have quite enough jump to do it. And that's in part because of the Mire set, in part because we're strength based. And we put a few ranks to it when we were rogue, our rogue levels.
The creature emits a guttural groan and collapses. This door opens into a second cavern, giving you a reprieve from the attentions of the blue dragon. The smell of ozone and the crackle of sparks immediately tell you that electricity pulses through the water ahead. Stone platforms in various stages of disrepair surround the aqueduct. You spot a set of 3 levers with signal crystals above them. When this lever is pulled, a loud click reverberates off the walls of the aqueduct. The other levers are now at the top position. Lightning suddenly arches across the water, followed by a harsh laugh from above. The hum of energy pulses through the walls, and a signal crystal begins to emit a glow.
So I'm just using the hireling to pull these levers. Basically, pull lever number 1, then pull lever number 1 over here. And now we've done it with levers 1 and 2, and now we just need to do it with lever 3. So again, we have these cultists. It's going to be interesting on what works best on Reaper. I'm inclined to think that I want to snipe some of these guys from a distance, because I'll be doing a lot more damage on Reaper mode. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And this one's a little bit of a stretch, but...
The signal crystal lights up, and the portal in front of the ruins disappears.
I don't know why the hireling
You
didn't
can
stand their
now
ground.
enter the giant's
I guess
temple.
I must not have set them to stand their
The
ground.
third of the signal crystals begins to glow.
And we're getting kind of near the end fight now. And there are some kind of neat named items from here. Off the top of my head, I don't know if there's any we need or not. I don't think that there's anything that kind of jumps out at me that's super critical from here. We have such a nice set from Slavers that even though it's it's already 5 levels out of date, we're level 13, it's level 8, it's still working pretty good. So probably next life we'll be using Ravenloft gear at this level instead of Slaver's gear or something else. We'll have to see what we get. I should have my key on here at minimum. And I have my, after our last Slavers run, when I first checked my bag, I thought it was 1 short, but that's because when I took mine reward, it didn't go in my bag. It was 1 short before that. So I had enough to make a 3-piece set, but not a 5-piece set. And I thought of running Slavers 1 a couple more times to upgrade to a 5-piece set bonus, because I think I need 33 or so. And now that I can run it on Elite, I can get a lot more materials. And potentially I can get lucky and get 30 from 1 chest of that symbol of the slave lords, which is the bound item that seems to be the one
The
I'm
second
most
sigil flickers
in need
to
of.
life, and the magic barrier fades. The way to the artifact chamber is now clear.
All right, I'm going to shrine before the end fight. I'm skeptical my hireling could stay alive on Reaper in this. I'm pretty sure we can on normal. It's just an acid resist of 30. But on Reaper mode, I'm pretty sure the hireling's not going to make it. So this may, I may have to run this one more or less solo without the hireling. Um, yep, you said all right to Shrine, but didn't do it. All right, but so we'll see how it goes. I think hard will be a good test because if it's pretty rough on hard, then that probably means it's not a good one to run on Reaper. And the reason it's a long quest, so the big advantage of running on Elite is that if we fail in the end fight, we could just come out, kind of get our hit points and spell points back, and then come back in within 5 minutes and finish the quest. On Reaper mode, there's a lockout. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buff up. Let me give her 11 minutes of electric first. And now that we're level 11 Paladin, our resist is worth 30 instead of 20. So that's pretty good for this quest especially. In addition to the dragon, I mean the dragon by itself is a challenge, but what makes this especially challenging is that we're getting knocked down, we're getting
The imposing form of an ancient blue dragon
enemies
flies away,
spawn on both sides,
leaving the
and we have to
black
clear them
dragon
fast.
behind.
They do quite a bit of damage.
My master has escaped and the second ritual is complete.
All right, so
Says
if we're
Gordon.
going to look for an acid dot, and if we get it, we're going to try to
Time to teach you
run.
a lesson.
But he's going down pretty quick. On normal, so I don't expect a problem here on normal. But on Reaper, this is going to be much harder. Alright, looks like I'm tapped out already before even hit the Reapers. And so this isn't too bad on normal, but normally I'm taking zeros on normal on these with my 6 damage reduction, so it's going to sting on Reaper mode. Let's clear the other side if they had time to spawn and we get the hireling out of the pool. And especially if, I mean, you get not only these guys, but we're gonna get champions. We'll see how it is on hard. I'm curious to see what the scale up is from normal to hard, because it's usually a really big scale up from hard to Reaper. So if hard is pretty challenging, then we'll know that Reaper is gonna really be a bear. But I'm inclined to give it a try on Reaper, as long as it goes okay on hard. And hey, we got a named item. Let's take a look. This is actually a really nice item for a Warforged or Blade Forged, which we're not. It's bound to account. I'm inclined to keep it just because it's a nice bound to account item, and will eventually be. I really like Warforged and Blade Forged, so and they're a little cheaper than other races, so I'm inclined for that to be one of my first purchases if it goes on sale and I have the points, is to get Warforged. So I'll go ahead and keep that. All right, we got a Great Club. Sometimes now these things have not hidden, but oh, there we go. We got a death block item, but it's on the wrong type of item. It's on medium armor. See, here's an example of a hidden one. Is it shows the magical resistance and the resonating, but it doesn't show the insightful fire resistance. That's a bonus third thing. You can only see, and this one has a bonus as well. So if we get a medium armor with death block and a bonus, that would be my dream armor, but at the moment, just a dream. So haven't seen anything like that yet. All right, I'm going to go in on hard. So typically for that end fight, it's really kind of designed for a group and having different
The Chamber
roles.
of Arganessen assigned an agent
What
named
you would do
Ergnov
is
to
you'd
guard
have
several powerful
one
artifacts
tank
in this area.
sort of taking
But
the
Ergnov
dragon,
hasn't reported in
which
for
would
some
be
time.
potentially be a paladin, but not
You've
this
been
build.
sent
It would
to
be
find out what happened to him.
more of a shield.
To the east is a large portal with 3 dormant
Sacred
runes above
Defender
it.
build.
An excited form
probably
behind
pure
the portal
paladin.
beckons you closer.
Or multi-class paladin fighter with maybe some
Thick
artificer or
dust
wizard in
blankets
it.
this room.
It sounds like a weird combo,
You
but the
find
best
a
tanks
room in one of the
in
corners.
this game are have fighter, paladin, and either wizard or artificer in them because those classes have some special. Wizard has a
The room
10%
starts to emit a
armor
pale
class
glow.
bonus that's unique.
It matches
It
one of the
stacks,
3 runes on
and
Erdnoth's
artificer has
portal.
some defensive bonuses in its tree. So by multi-classing, you can sort of stack up those tanky abilities. It's a very specialized build, and usually it's for someone that wants to focus on raiding. It's not the best build for doing what we're doing, which is leveling up to 20 and 30. So it's a good build for once you're at 30, you know, kind of filling a role in high difficulty quests and raids. But for a first life, I wouldn't even try a build like that. A lot of the heavy duty tanks in the game have a lot of massive benefits from past lives that kind of stack on and make them more effective at tanking.
A dormant rune can be seen in the far
So I
corner
would just
of the
focus
room.
I would just focus really initially on you know, a two-handed fighting build that can kind of is durable enough to get through Reapers like this one. And this isn't, you know, of course, the only build. There's
The rune
other
sparks
builds
to
as well.
life when the lever is pulled.
But yeah, I wouldn't focus on a real niche kind of specialty role for High Reaper and raiding unless you're in a raiding guild or guild that does High Reapers. And you know, then you know, I would say look at something like healer, because that's probably the easiest role. If you know, or if you want to make a second character to run raids and High Reapers role, healer is probably the easiest one. Easiest one to build because it comes with all these special, or you know, basically it's not as I don't want to say demanding, but you know, past lives don't benefit as much. You know, so and it's just a simpler build to play that doesn't require as much.
The rune
Doesn't
flickers to
benefit as much
life
from
when it
past
is
lives,
activated.
so that's what I'd
Erdnoth
recommend if you
cries.
want to
At last, I am
build
free.
a character for raiding or High Reapers.
I can
is
sense that the
a
path
healer.
to the amphitheater has collapsed. Meet me near the cave-in. I will open it for you. The far end of this chamber seems to be sealed by a solid wall of stone. The ground rumbles and rocks shatter as Erdnoth clears the way. The crumbling stones of this ruined amphitheater are now the site of a dark ritual conducted by cultists and a fearsome black dragon.
So in hard, you can see he's definitely not going down as fast. And I've heard a lot of various different things about where to stand, and I've always found like sort of right under his belly is kind of a good place to
The
stand
black dragon flies off,
to avoid
bellowing
getting
for
knocked
help.
down. But
Master,
I still get knocked
we
down.
were thwarted at the amphitheater.
I'll secure the second artifact if you'll slow these damned intruders.
Erdnoth shouts. Quickly! Into the passageway to the south. You'll find the second artifact at the end of several
So that gives
aqueducts.
me pretty good confidence that we can, you know, that assuming it scales up, you know, quite a bit on Reaper, but you know, if that was really hard on hard, you know, granted we haven't got to the end fight yet, but that's, you know, we'll see how that goes. But if it's kind of goes like that, it gives me a lot of confidence that we could probably give it a try on Reaper before just giving up and trying it on Elite. If I fail once on Reaper, I'm going to go right down to Elite. Yeah, and one of the reasons I'm a little more likely to say Scrap Reaper on a quest is based on how long it takes. This is kind of a long quest,
This
so
huge aqueduct was constructed
a
by
lot
the
of failure
giants in
points.
another age. Small
And
rock
so
outcroppings poke above the
it's way
flowing
worse
water.
to run a quest for like 35 minutes, then fail and have to start over than, you know, than say like a 10 or 15-minute quest. I don't mind that as much.
An ancient green dragon suddenly
But
swoops
the
over the
biggest failure
aqueduct.
point of this
A
quest
bolt of lightning from the
happens at the
creature
very
strikes
end,
the water,
and
instantly
that's just,
electrifying it.
you know, that's pretty rough when you know, you run the quest for 30, 35 minutes and then fail. I don't know if it's quite that long, but it's longer than most of these other level 10 quests that we're running for sure. All right, so I see a champion. That was a trap, I think. So let's get this guy down. So my lay on hands was 252 there. I'm really feeling good about the self-healing. Granted, this is only hard, but just even on Reaper, that's going to be well over 100.
The door opens, offering refuge from Korkaza, the ancient blue dragon, and the electrified water. The cavern tunnel leads deeper into the giantish complex.
Yeah, you can see how tall these ceilings are. This was originally, I guess, a giant, you know, something the giants built. It just got taken over by cultists.
A second aqueduct stands before you. Surrounding it are stone platforms in various states of repair, as well as some small stone outcroppings. A dark and ominous shape can be seen in the distance. Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it. The ancient platform gives way, exposing water beneath it.
Let's see if the scorpions come at me. Oh, it looks like he died. Scorpion died from the electric. I know I can make this one. I made it last time. Ooh, nope, still took a save. So I'm getting a lot of collectibles that I haven't seen before, so that means my bag is... Uh-oh. So that's why I wanted to kill the scorpions. I was going to go back and attack Miranda. And it looks like that happened. So let's go back and rescue Miranda. I mean, let's see. I have her on standard ground, so she shouldn't have... And there she is. She was on standard ground, but she apparently decided to go standard... Oh, you know what it is? I think I put her in a spot that was not safe, that turns into electric water. So that was my bad. Alright, let me just give her a quick heal. And have her give me a little bit of spell points. Alright, so I'm gonna try to finish this part off. I guess I should my buffs are almost worn off. Let's see if I can get through this before rebuffing. Yeah, it seems like I could make that jump. I think this is probably easier. And then this section looks like, again, it's going to break off. So I want to avoid the parts that break off. And I'm going to get my Divine Light on. And let's see, looks like they're all coming to me. So I'm going to take them here. Use all my cleaves, everything. Oh, I'm doing it with a scroll, though. That's bad. Cleaves with a scroll are much less effective. And a hero soul on top of that. Alright, myself hands, 252. I'm real happy with that.
The creature emits a guttural groan and collapses.
Okay, I was hoping there might be a fourth ingredient on there. That looked like pretty decent. Well, let me call over the hireling. Looked like pretty decent bracers if it would have had a third spotted
This
it.
door opens into a second cavern, giving you a reprieve
Alright,
from the
let's see, is
attentions
this
of the blue
trap?
dragon.
Yeah. So let me try to get over here real quick. It's real tough to, if you're fighting in that trap, it's pretty bad. In Reaper mode. And I'm going to wait till the end fight to Shrine. I think I've got enough. Okay, my buffs wore off, so let me, after this fight, I'll just rebuff. Hopefully this Reaper won't do too much. On Reaper, I would have tried to do that before the fight, but on hard, I'm pretty confident nothing's going to be lethal.
The smell of ozone and the crackle of sparks immediately tell you that electricity pulses through the water ahead. Stone platforms in various stages of
Put my Harling
disrepair
on,
surround
stand
the
my
aqueduct.
ground while I clear these archers out. And I'm going to avoid anything with the sort of square tiles on them, because those are what's going to fall through. Alright, I'm going to bring the Hireling over here.
You spot a set of 3 levers with signal crystals above them.
Have them stand their ground.
When this lever is pulled, a loud click reverberates off the walls of the aqueduct. The other levers are now at the top position.
Alright, now I'm going to, from here, highlight the number 2 and have my Hireling pull that. Still standing the ground. Okay, so this is going to cave in. I'm going to pull number 2.
Lightning suddenly arches across the water, followed by a harsh laugh
And then
from
go
above.
back and
The
have my
hum
Hireling
of
pull
energy
number 3.
pulses through the walls, and a signal crystal begins to emit a glow.
Should be able to do it from here. And you can see the Hireling was able to pull it. So that works out pretty good. I think the quest is meant for somebody to kind of stand there and pull the levers while the rest of the party advances forward. But when soloing, you know, we just make do with what we can. Alright, I see a champion. I want to get that champion right away. Whoops. So I'm taking pretty heavy damage. Let me try my cure. 110. It's not too bad. I know I could do it. Goes a little higher than that. Alright, I'm gonna have to backtrack a little. Alright, let me see if I can trip. My trip doesn't really have any investment to it. I'm sort of debating whether I want to put an investment into stun or trip. We don't have stunning blow,
The
so to
signal
put an
crystal
investment in
lights up,
stunning blow,
and the
we'd have
portal
to
in front of the ruins
we'd have to
disappears.
take a feat.
You can now enter the giant's temple. The
Alright,
third
put
of the
Hireling over.
signal crystals begins to glow.
To put investment in trip, we can either just get some items, and we could basically we'd have to take 2 feats to basically combat expertise and improve trip, and we are only taking combat expertise because it's a requirement for improved trip. So we could just go with an item only and see how that works, and then if we really wanted to get a trip, we would try the feats as well. But Stunning Blow has more synergy because at level 29 we get a feat called Dire Charge, which is an AoE stun, and that's way better than trip. So probably, you know, if we're going to focus on anything, it's going to be stun. What I'm not entirely sure of, because I haven't played, this is the first time playing since, this is the first time playing a build that might have stunning blows since the changes to two-handed fighting. And so I know trip can impact multiple enemies, even though it's meant to be single target because of the strike through. What I don't know of is if stunning blow can impact multiple enemies, so that's one of the things I want to test out. Because we don't get dire charge till 29, and it would be nice to have something before 29. Use up my last clicky for heroism. Got 2 minutes left on Death Ward, and I'm out of Death Ward charges. This is the last fight before the shrine, so it should be fine.
The second sigil flickers to life, and the magic barrier fades. The way to the artifact chamber is now clear. We give Miranda acid and electric. Both of those are pretty high in there. Give myself everything just because you never know with champions what you're going to get. And I don't have quite enough spell points to give my hireling everything. Yeah, I'm skeptical my hirelings can actually survive, so I'm going to just let my hireling real quick give me back my spell points. The imposing form of an ancient blue dragon flies away, leaving the black dragon behind.
My master has escaped and the second ritual is complete,
Says Goron.
There's just one
Oops.
loose end.
I want to
Time
stand near
to
its
teach
hind
you a
legs.
lesson.
And this is where I'll try to stand where I won't get pushed in the water when that electric starts. But this is where having immunity to knockdown is really, really nice. Quests like this,
Lightning
because
strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it.
this is going pretty fast. I'm not worried about these archers. Reaper, different stories.
Lightning strikes the
Have
water
fun
below,
in Reaper mode.
causing electricity to course through it. Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it. Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it. Acid triggers. Though Gorlin has been defeated, you can't help but wonder what the blue dragon took with it when it escaped.
I want to say on Elite there's going to be at least 4 archers here. Probably, 1 or 2 of them will be champions. So it's going to be a tougher fight. Even with the electro resist, my hireling can't really take that damage. named item on hard. That's okay. We got one on normal, which is pretty lucky. And I can't think of any items I really need from this quest off the top of my head. So we'll see what the end reward is. An Anarchic Great Club. I don't know if that's any better than the one what I already have. Anarchic Double Strike. I don't think I need that against the Maroon. I think I'm going to be better off. Well, this is very nice. Astute Search 9. Search 9 is worse than what I currently have, but the Astute 6 is good. Um, hmm. Pretty sure this is worse than the Maul I have, so I'm going to just take this Astute 6 in the off chance that it will somehow fit into my gear set if I get a few more items. So that is black and blue on normal and hard.